Hey guys, the main thing today is really to learn about Gmail Pack basics, how to install it, how to get rid of that sent with Coda thing when you send emails. But also we're just going to step into some of these other things as well as we start to build out this document today. Gmail Pack best practices, individualizing tests, form basics, and some more considerations just to make your docs more accessible. So let's start first and let's go install our Gmail Pack. So the way I always install packs, you can do it from insert, packs, and you can search for it. I think it's faster just to press the backslash and start to search Gmail. It should come up and it'll say packs Gmail. Once you get here, you get prompted with this screen. You're going to press sign in to add to doc. If you've never done it before, you're going to add a new account. I'll go through that flow with you to show you what that looks like. I'm going to choose this account, my work account. And then who can view Gmail data from this account, who can pull it in, you and anyone. And then this one, who can take action. So if there's a button that says send email, can only you press that or can anyone press it? Anyone is great if you are a manager or your team leader and you want people to send emails on your behalf through a button. If you don't want that, select only you. It'll spin for a bit and then you'll be prompted with this right-hand screen over here. We have two different tables we can pull in, messages and threads. I'm actually not going to look at those today. I don't think those are the most useful part of our Gmail pack. I think this right here, send email button, is the most useful part of our Gmail pack. It really opens up some areas for automation for you. So that's what we're going to use today. I'm going to kind of show you how to use that. So first off, we are going to create some templates. So when we create a table, you can create a simple table and you can send emails like this. And this is what a lot of people do is they put the column type, they make it a button, they go to here, packs, Gmail, send email, right? And maybe we'll call this email scott@simpladocs.com. And then we'll say, well, who do I want to send this to? I want to send it to email. And I want the subject to be subject. And I want the content to be, and a lot of people, what they do is they press an equals here and they use concatenate. And then they say, this is my message to, and then they make another one, email, right? And they kind of concatenate it like this, but no one just sends long strings of text. So what I'm going to show you today is how to really start sending emails that look professional and look, like they weren't sent from a Coda doc. So what I encourage you to do, and what I do in every single one of my docs, is I make something called email templates here. And so what these are they're just cards. This is a table in card view, right? And it's got a type. This is important later on for referencing and finding these. A subject, so you can easily change and edit that. And then lastly, it also has a body, essentially a canvas-based column that is going to turn into the body of your email. But just for user experience, I turn these into cards. This makes it really easy for, let's say you have a marketing team or you're writing copy for different things and you need to come in and change what these emails are. This makes it really easy to keep templates emails. You can also comment on them. Right, so here is my email. This is the full body of the email that would be sent. And if you have comments available on here, you and your team can kind of comment, talk about it, and make it work for you. But this is what I usually do, right? So today what we're going to do is send an initial email, a reminder email, and a deadline email. So we're going to take the idea that there's a class coming up that individuals have to sign up for, and we want to invite them with the initial email to sign up for a class. We want to remind them if they have not signed up yet. And then we want to give them a deadline email like, hey, sign up, sign up, sign up. So I've written in the three bodies. And I'm going to show you how to use these body subjects, email templates with these formatted numbers to individualize your emails and send them automatically. So now that I have this table template here, I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to go to my list of characters. So these are the people that I'm going to try to get to enroll in my class. Okay. How I'm going to get them to enroll in my class is with a form. So here's a form. I called it DB form, name, email, homeworld, and saber color desired. So setting the scene, we want to sign up these Star Wars characters for a class. We need to get them to send out this form. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. First, we're going to go here. And whenever you want to send an email, the best way to do it really is to create a button. And then to select the action, scroll all the way down to packs, Gmail, send email. All right. And then what we're going to do is we need an email field, and this actually doesn't have an email field, so let me just make one real fast. Email, and we'll just call this format 1@lightside.com. All right. And then with that format, I'm just going to input the person's first name. Name dot regex replace. This is just going to replace all the spaces. So I'm going to say, hey, replace a space and anything after that space with a blank period. And then I also am just going to lower it real fast, right? So there's Luke at lightside.com, 3CPO, R2D2, Darth Leia. All right, there we go. Now we have some emails. So with this, we're going to take this button and we're going to say I want to send it to equals email, right? Subject, and this is what I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to access my email templates. I'm going to press the equals button to make it a formula. And now I'm going to reference it with an @ tag. So @ and this is where the type column comes in importantly. So I'm going to say initial email. So notice when I type in @ it's going to pull in the 3 emails that I have. I want my initial email, but I don't want that is the whole row reference right there that's saying I'm going to take the whole row. I don't want that. So I want just the subject. I want the subject. Please fill out the form. And now that allows me to easily change that subject at any time, right? So let's go here and we can just say, instead of please fill out the form, it'll be welcome, please sign up for the class, all right? So now that we're back here, we have that subject. You'll see that that changed. Welcome, please sign up for the class. Content is going to be equal to, and this is how I always do it. I always do it in another column first to be able to view it and see it and make sure that it looks right, right? So I'm going to do essentially here, I press the equal button to bring up a formula, and I'm going to say format. That's the one I want to use to get my email template going. What do I want to format? I want to format, again, my initial email, so I get it with the @ tag, and I want to format the body of that email, right? So now I have these numbered characters, right? So there I have number 1, hey there 1, your form is going to be due on 2, please remember to fill it out. You can find the link here, 3. So now I've got to get those pieces of information. So here we go. Let's take this in the number 1. So this is the number 1. Whatever I put as my first argument in my formula is going to go there. So watch. Name. Hey there, Luke Skywalker. Hey there, C3PO. Notice that we can, change that. We can say, hey there, height. And that whatever you put in the first thing will go in the first column. But I don't want height. I want name. All right, hey there, name. And now we want the due date and we want the link. This you can put in there. You can hard code it in, right? I can put the due date as like 6-29-2022, right? But that's not friendly. That's not easy to change. If you have a team member who says, we need to come in and we need to change the due date for this, that's not easy to come in here, come into the formula, edit it, come into this format. So instead, what I encourage you to do is create something called dates and constants or formulas, and you're going to reference them here. So here I have an actual date, and I can just select it and say it's due on 7/9. I've then titled this form due date. And here's a form link that we'll put in just a second as well. So now if I go to email templates, Star Wars characters, in the second spot, instead of hard coding in my date, I'm just going to say form due date. And there it is. It's referenced right away. Right? Your form is due on 7/29. And now any member of my team can come in and change that due date really easily, and it will update all the emails that will be sent. Now, lastly, we need the link. We need the link of the published form. So here's my form. If you haven't used them before, you can publish them for external users to use. I'm going to press publish. I'm going to create a link. And that created a link. You have some privacy options here that you may want to use. You may not want to use. I don't need them right now, so I'm just going to copy this link. And now I'm going to put it in my dates and constants so I can refer to it via a formula. Enter form link. There we go. And you'll notice that this is called form link. Right, so now I can go in my email, boom, and reference it here. So in the third spot, I don't just want the form link though, right? Because I can just put form link, but that kind of looks ugly, right? We don't want it to look like that. So instead, I'm going to use another one called hyperlink. And this gives us the URL and the display value. My URL is form link. And my display value is going to be click here, right? All right, so now you can see here I have this beautiful email. Hey there, Luke Skywalker. Your form is going to be due on 7/9/2002. Please remember to fill it out. You can find the link here. Click here. And this is going to be my email content. But because this is a formula, if you have a really large list of people, it's going to slow down your doc by calculating this constantly. So instead, now that I know this looks good, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy and paste that entire thing. Copy. I just press Command Copy. And I'm actually going to put it into my button as the content. So that is going to be the content of my email that's sent. And now I know for certain that it looks just like I want it to look. So now I can actually delete this. All right, so this is the initial email. And lastly, what you want is a results column. Results column helps you know if it's been sent or not. So I'm going to create a new column, and we're just going to call that results. And then lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to add more. So if you don't do this right now, this email will send with this little line at the bottom that says sent via this Coda doc, and it has a link there. Most of the time, you don't want that in your emails at all. So we're going to go to button options, scroll down, add more, and we're going to say hide signature. Shoop. And we're just going to press that. And that will not send your sent with this Coda doc kind of thing. So please make sure you do that every single time. And lastly, just to, make it look good, I always love to do color. Underscore color. Hashtag, my favorite color, 628DBD. And we're going to say send email. And then lastly, we're going to do this. Boom. There we go. Now we have a send email button. And lastly, so you don't send it again, we want to disable if results dot is not blank. So results, when you press this button, it's basically going to give you a thread ID right here in order to open that piece. So I'm actually going to show you that right now. And instead of this email being this, I'm just going to make it my email. Simpledocs.com. All right, I'm going to send this so it actually works. So let's see what happens when we send it, and I'll also show you then how to open that email later. So let's send email. Boom. All right, so there is a results. Now you'll see that it's also disabled. Notice that, so I won't send it again, which is fantastic. But now I also have results if I want to be able to see that. So if I want to be able to see that, what I can actually do is add another button called open email. So let's call this open email. And now I'm going to make this a button as well. And what it's going to do is it's going to open a hyperlink. So if I go to my email, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my Gmail. Yep. And now I'm going to go, and I'm essentially going to open up this email here, right? And here it is. Got it, some docs. Hey there, Luke Skywalker, your form is going to be due. This is a thread ID afterwards. I'm just going to copy this part before that big ID. Copy it. And then we're going to delete that. Open email. Button options. The URL we want to open is, I'm going to make it a formula. I'm going to say concatenate what I just copied from my URL, and then results. All right, so this should work, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be embarrassed. But let's press that open link button and see how it opens up directly to there. Hey, Luke Skywalker. Let's see that one more time, how that works with Darth Vader. So let's go send email to Darth Vader. So I just sent an email to Darthy. Now we can open that email as well and see it inside Google. Hey there, Darth Vader. So that is kind of, I think, our Google Pack best practices, how you send emails and how you delete things. If you want to get this template, I'll leave it in the comments below. But yeah, reach out in the comments below. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Adios.